Forget everything you think you know about dinosaurs. For decades, they were shapeless giants, monochrome lizards built from little more than scattered bone. We knew their size, but not their skin, not their color, not their truth. But deep within the rocks, time hid secrets far more incredible than any movie monster. Fossils so perfectly preserved that they capture the precise texture of scales, the density of feathers, and the stunning, vibrant pigments of life itself. Today, we unveil the definitive look at prehistoric giants whose exact appearance we finally know. Get ready to meet the dinosaurs as they actually were. Chapter 1. The Woolly Tyrant, Yutyrannus. Our journey begins in China with the Yutyrannus huali, the beautiful feathered tyrant. This 30-foot cousin of T-Rex shattered paleontology, proving that feathers weren't just for small birds. Most reconstructions of prehistoric life are built upon scattered bone fragments and educated guesses, but Yutyrannus gave us an uncensored look. Multiple complete fossils showed this apex predator was covered head to toe in a dense coat of feathery integument, or protofeathers, up to 8 inches long. This wasn't sleek plumage like a bird's. Rather, it was a downy, fur-like coat, perfectly suited for insulation. This insulating layer turned the formidable Tyrannosaur into a gigantic, insulating woolly T-Rex, adapted to the cold climates of the early Cretaceous where it lived. For the first time, we had a large-scale predator whose exact external covering was known, completely changing the mental image of the Tyrannosaur lineage forever. Chapter 2. The Parrot-Reptile's Secrets, Psittacosaurus. Moving to a much smaller, herbivorous dinosaur, the Psittacosaurus stands out as one of the most comprehensively understood dinosaurs in history. Often described as a small ceratopsian relative with a distinctive parrot-like beak, its fossils are true biological time capsules. One particular specimen, a complete fossil with incredibly detailed preservation, has informed us on its precise coloring, physical structures, and even its anatomy's most intimate details. By examining pigment-storing organelles called melanosomes, scientists determined Psittacosaurus employed classic camouflage known as countershading, a dark back and a significantly lighter underside. This pattern is characteristic of animals living in heavily forested environments, using the pattern to minimize shadows created by overhead light. Furthermore, this fossil is one of the few to preserve the structure of its cloaca, the single orifice used for waste, urination, and reproduction, confirming that many dinosaurs possessed this single, multi-purpose opening. Perhaps the most peculiar feature was the row of long, thick, bristle-like quills or filaments that stuck out from the top of its tail, a structure unlike any other known dinosaur, suggesting a potential role in display or interspecies recognition. Chapter 3. The Mummies of the Mesozoic Hadrosaurs. While skin impressions are rare, an even rarer phenomenon provides us with the closest thing to viewing a dinosaur as it died: mummification. This process occurs when a carcass is rapidly dried and preserved before decay or scavenging, allowing soft tissues like skin, muscle, and tendons to fossilize. Two incredible mummified duck-billed dinosaurs, Dakota, an Edmontosaurus, and Leonardo, a Brachylophosaurus, exemplify this stunning preservation. The specimen known as Dakota, though incomplete, shows incredible texture, wrinkles, and folds of skin, allowing researchers to study the dermal layer in 3 dimensions. Leonardo, however, is nearly complete, providing an unparalleled view of an entire dinosaur. It preserved not only skin and muscle, but also the fossilized remains of internal organs and traces of its final meal, a botanical feast of ferns and leaves, along with hundreds of fossilized parasites. Crucially, the skin of Leonardo revealed a diverse array of scale patterns across the body, with large, distinctive plates interspersed with smaller, pebble-like scales. This patchwork of textures suggests that many dinosaurs might have featured intricate external markings, possibly even patterned with stripes or spots like modern megafauna, a level of detail previously unimaginable. Chapter 4. The Tricolored Feathered Flyer, Anchiornis. Determining the actual colors of dinosaurs was once pure guesswork, limited to the hues of their modern bird descendants. That changed dramatically with the discovery of Anchiornis, a small, early feathered dinosaur. Anchiornis was a vital transitional species, showing long feathers on both its forelimbs and hindlimbs, though it was primarily a glider or climber rather than a true flyer. Using sophisticated electron microscopy, scientists were able to analyze the fossilized melanosomes within its feathers, the structures that hold pigment, to reconstruct its color palette with astounding accuracy. The findings revealed that Anchiornis was a creature of intricate coloration. Its body was primarily gray, black, and white, but the most startling feature was a vibrant, rusty red crown or mohawk on its head, with complex black and white striping on its wings. This demonstrated conclusively that dinosaurs were not just uniformly drab reptiles, but could possess the vibrant, complex, and communicative coloring seen in modern birds, pushing our understanding of their visual world. Chapter 5. The Iridescent Glider Microraptor. Following the breakthroughs made with Anchiornis, attention turned to the bizarre, four-winged Microraptor. A dromaeosaurid, raptor-like dinosaur, Microraptor was famous for possessing long, asymmetrical flight feathers on all four limbs, forming two sets of wings that allowed it to glide from trees. The question remained, what did this highly specialized animal look like? Again, melanosome analysis provided the answer. The majority of Microraptor's plumage was black, but not a dull black. The specific structure of its melanosomes indicated an iridescence, a shimmering effect that reflected light with a blue and green metallic sheen, much like a modern crow or starling. This highly visible, glossy coloration was almost certainly a form of mating display or species recognition. In the dim light of its forest canopy habitat, this flash of blue and green as the creature glided would have been highly effective, painting a vivid picture of a small, shiny, and flamboyant feathered dinosaur. Chapter 6. The Armored Giant's Palate, Borealpelta. Armored dinosaurs, such as ankylosaurs and nodosaurids, have long been studied for their defensive plates and spikes. Yet, the soft tissue surrounding this armor remained elusive until the incredible discovery of Borealpelta markmicheli. This nodosaur is considered the most well-preserved non-avian dinosaur fossil ever found, due to the unique way it was preserved after its death. The animal was found upside down, encased in marine sediment, having likely bloated and floated out to sea before sinking. This preservation kept its dermal armor and, astonishingly, its skin in situ life position. Analysis revealed not just the arrangement of its massive osteoderms and spikes, but also the preservation of organic compounds that allowed scientists to determine its coloration. Borealpelta exhibited cryptic countershading, with a reddish-brown back and a much paler underside. Given its enormous size, around 18 feet long, this deep countershading suggests that even huge, heavily armored herbivores still relied on camouflage to avoid giant predators, challenging the idea that armor alone was sufficient defense. Chapter 7. The Striped Tail of Sinosauropteryx. Sinosauropteryx prima holds the distinction of being the first feathered dinosaur discovered outside of Archaeopteryx, confirming the strong evolutionary link between birds and coelurosaurian dinosaurs. It was a small, long-tailed compsognathed. While its protofeathers were a major breakthrough, its subsequent study provided the first definitive look at a dinosaur's precise color pattern. Melanosome research on its filamentous protofeathers revealed a distinct, striking appearance. Its body was generally a reddish-orange hue, but its most recognizable feature was its tail, which was patterned with alternating bands of light and dark rings, giving it a raccoon-like, striped appearance. This banded pattern likely served as highly visible, non-cryptic communication or display. Furthermore, the light underside and dark back showed strong evidence of the same countershading seen in Psittacosaurus, further confirming this common form of camouflage across different dinosaur groups. The fossil evidence allowed for the creation of an almost perfect color map of this lively little predator. Chapter 8. The Rooster-Crested Edmontosaurus. Hadrosaurs, or duck-billed dinosaurs, are famous for their vast bone beds and the sometimes elaborate crests on their heads. While the mummified specimens already provided skin details, an especially important specimen of Edmontosaurus revealed a startling piece of external anatomy that was not bone, a fleshy crest. This specimen preserved soft tissue around the head, clearly showing a large, fleshy, floppy rooster comb, or wattle sitting atop its skull. This feature, which would have rapidly decayed in most conditions, would have been used for visual display during courtship or to signal status, similar to the fleshy structures found on modern large birds like cassowaries. Beyond the head, Edmontosaurus fossils also yielded extensive skin impressions, confirming that while much of its body was covered in non-overlapping scales, areas like the hands and feet might have been covered in thicker, non-scaly skin, similar to the pads of an elephant, giving researchers vital information about how these large animals walked and carried their weight. The time of dull, gray reptiles is over. The curtain has been pulled back on the Mesozoic world. From the iridescent sheen of Microraptor to the woolly coat of Yutyrannus, the truth is clear. Dinosaurs were complex, vibrant, and infinitely fascinating. If you want to see more of the prehistoric world brought to life, smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.